Hey YouTube, this is a quick video about Amazon Flex. Just wanted to take this video real quick before I dropped off these packages. As you can see here, my car is like stuffed with packages. The back seat's totally full, basically to the ceiling, got the front seat full, and the trunk is completely stuffed. But best part is, it's all one stop, and it's a 4-hour block. So when I pulled into the warehouse earlier, I had 2 pallets full of packages. There was, completely full. One was like a bunch of big boxes and a bunch of bags on top of it. The other pallet was like 8 more bags, like crazy. I pulled up and the guy that was inside, one of the attendants there, was just like, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I know you're not going to be able to fit all these. It's one of the other guy's faults." I'm just like, whatever, that's fine, no big deal, because I knew when you see a lot of packages, that means something's up, like, usually a lot going to one stop or whatever. So there was a lot of stops on the route, but what I did, and this is what you got to do when you see huge pallets full of boxes, it's way too much to fit in your car. You start looking at it, and I started looking through the bags, and I started to notice that this address kept popping up. This is 5285 Northeast Elam Young Parkway in Hillsboro, Oregon. And that's a place where you'll drop off. They call it freight forwarding, where you take a bunch of packages to one spot that they're going to open them up and send them out to different places anyway. So I noticed that there was a lot going to that spot. So I just started looking through my bags and realizing there's a lot going to this one. And all my boxes that were on the pallets were all going there too. So I made sure, and I put all the bags aside that had stops going to other places, and I only focused on the ones going to this specific address. I fit all the ones I could in my trunk. I stuffed that full, my back seat, front seat, and I didn't even take anything else. It was another stop. Like, why should I? It's just going to make more work for me. So I was able to fill my entire car. I showed the lot attendant, like, hey, that's all I can fit, and they were completely happy with it. And so I have one stop for a 4-hour block, 1 hour of work total from the time I picked up at the facility to dropping off here. 1 hour, $72 an hour. Can't complain about that. So I'm super excited. Part of this video, I've been wanting to make like a gratitude video for Amazon Flex anyway. I've been really blessed as far as like having good routes with Amazon. I know in some markets it might not be the best, but here in Portland, Oregon, I've been averaging probably 2.5 to 3 hours at the most for every block I do. So that's $25 to $35 an hour, somewhere in that range for doing Amazon Flex. Definitely the best money per hour of any of the apps I do. It's a great compliment to rideshare because I can do it right after rideshare dies down around 9 o'clock in the morning. I switch over to Amazon usually for a 10:30 or 11:30 block, and gets me home by the time my kids get home from school. So it's just amazing. It's really Amazon Flex is my time of the day when I just let go of all the frustration, driving around doing rideshare. I don't really get that much frustration, honestly, but it's just it's great to get away from the communication, talking to people nonstop for hours. I just get in my own little zone. Honestly, I play relaxing music. I've said this in other videos, but I drive around listening to spa relaxation music while I'm doing on the Amazon Flex. It's just like a 3-hour meditation for me. And I know it might not be like that for a lot of people. Definitely, it can be aggravating, finding addresses and driving around doing apartments. But I've pretty much gotten to the point where it's just, I let whatever worries and frustration about the route go and just take it one stop at a time. And I'm just super grateful for the Amazon Flex program. The one thing that I really am hoping for, one thing that I try to stress to the people that I communicate with at the facility with Amazon, is that this Amazon Flex app is in competition with Uber and Lyft, because so many of the Uber and Lyft drivers also do Amazon Flex. So I try to let them know that we need the routes to be manageable, and it's really nice when we only have 2 and 3 hour routes, because we can make more money per hour, so it's more comparable to doing rideshare, sometimes better. But if they start to try to put as many packages per route as they possibly can and try to max the routes out and make sure they're all 4-hour blocks all the time and actually take 4 hours, then they're going to have more people dropping off, and they're going to have to hire more people to do Amazon Flex. So I try to just be in communication with them and let them know, hey, you know, this is where I stand with it. If it starts to become more packages per route and, you know, it's taking longer to do these 4-hour blocks, that I'm going to be switching over to rideshare more often. I think it's good to be in that communication because, like I said, Amazon Flex is in direct competition with Uber and Lyft and Postmates. So they need to keep the routes, you know, good and short for drivers so that they can continue to want to do Amazon Flex. Beyond that, just, you know, really, I love the program. I think it's great. I'm going to continue trying to get 1 block every day if I can, 2 some days, because it just builds a great base pay. So thank you for watching. I just wanted to share that with y'all, and have fun out there.